Oh my goodness, it's a live stream. What's happening? It's Marshall. Thanks for tuning in. Hey guys, I have some allergy stuff going on, so I'm probably gonna sound like shit here today, and I apologize for that. And I don't know how long I'll be able to stream tonight, but I did want to start working on some new stuff basically for the channel. I would like to create a couple of new short little snippets of bumper music for the intro and outro. And yeah, if these come out good, we'll make them available for free for anyone who would like to download these and use them free of charge in any of your productions. So yeah, let's see. So I don't know that I have everything set up exactly as it needs to be right now. Again, I apologize. It's been kind of a crummy weekend with all the allergies going around. But we've got the mixer set up here. We've got the Nordwave. We've got the Meeseeks. Hopefully he'll help me out before he dies. But yeah, so we'll just kind of see what we can get going on. So basically, in Ableton, on my desktop here. So I've just refreshed this computer because it was giving me all kinds of problems. And so I've got a clean install of Windows 10 on here. And I've got, I think, all my plugins loaded back in. The only one I can't seem to find the authorization for was the Event Horizon plugin, which was giving me trouble. So, I mean, I don't know why I can't find that. So I'll probably have to buy that one again. But it was, it's only a $30 plugin. And I won't be using that right away anyway. So not a huge thing. So anyway, here is the Yamaha mixer that I've got. And if we come over to here, you can see that as we move our faders on the screen, we've got action on the actual faders themselves here, which is pretty neat. So anyway, this is just basically I'm routing the output from the mixer out through stereo outputs 1 and 2. That should be coming into my Behringer XR12 and feeding audio from the session, but I don't know that I need to change anything here on Ableton. I don't remember how my settings were previously, so that's my bad. But I guess we'll find out here as I start building something up. So, pardon me. Let's start by dropping in some plugins here. Start kind of working up an idea. Now for the intro, looking at about 4 seconds of audio is all I need. And for the outro, you're looking anywhere from probably between 10 and 20 seconds. I think that YouTube allows for 20-second outros where you can put on, the little cards that you can select the next video you want to watch. So, yeah, let's just start working away, see what we come up with. Hopefully we get some goodness. Yeah, so it is Memorial Day weekend, so hope everyone's having a good weekend, and yeah, we probably won't see many folks, if anyone, in the live here because it is like middle of the night. But yep. All right, so I'm just gonna start with a kick, and we'll program up a little 4 on the floor sequence here. And kind of go from there. So if we turn this on, we should hear when we put our kick here. And this doesn't matter. Some plugins are sensitive to which key you put them on, but not this one. I don't know where my plugins are. There we are. Or where my mini notes are. Alright, there we go. So that'll give us a 4/4. And basically what I tend to do, I will start playing through with the push. And obviously that's going to be probably slower than what I want. So let's just kick that up to 130. The BPM. And that's kind of like an 808 style. Let's just kind of go through some of the presets, get something that sounds alright. us started here. Big Town. Let's start with Big Town. It's a good one to start with here. Alright. Okay, so then let's toss in a. Let's start with the plugin. What shall we use? Let's use a Roland Cloud plugin because I haven't used these as much as I would like to have used them yet. And let's start with the Juno 106. Since that's one of the boutiques I don't have, we can get it in the cloud, the Roland Cloud. And I do have control over this via the Nord. So that will be nice. And we can start getting us some baseline. And again, these don't need to be overly complicated. They're just going to be short little snippets for the show. And let me just make sure this is passing audio the way it needs to be. So I'm just going to mute my mic for a second. Alright, so that should be good. So and if we wanted to do a cool little arpeggio here, I don't know if I installed BlueArp. Did I put BlueArp on here? Does not look like I remembered to put BlueArp, so that's what I need to get added back in here, but we'll just make sure. Nope. In fact, why don't I find that real quick and put that in here, because BlueArp is freaking awesome. And I think I have it saved away on my drive somewhere. Yeah, let's see if I can find it real quick. And just a nice way to get some arpeggios going, and for simple intro outro tunes, it would be nice to have that working for us. So we'll go here. And if that doesn't show up, let me see if I can locate it and download it. Again, I apologize, guys. I don't know if I'm actually getting sick from this allergy crap, but yeah, it's not a fun thing. So yeah, let's just download it here. Looks like latest rev was June 26th, 2017. So why don't we just extract this sucker. Alright, I think that we just take and toss this this DLL into our folder. Which I'm tossing all of my VSTs into my Steinberg. Toss it in here. Paste. Sure. Alright, let's see if that works. If we go into Ableton, excuse me, rescan our plugin folder, which is where? Thousand folders, here we go. We'll rescan. Alright, let's see if Blue Arp showed up. There it is. Alright, cool. So let's toss in a Blue Arp. So I guess if anyone was interested in how you get some Blue Arp going in your life, let me just take out these audio tracks since we're not going to need those. We're also not going to need the sends. So we'll take those out and we'll drop in a new MIDI track. Pop Blue Arp on there. Alright, so the way this works is we're going to keep the input active here, and then we want to route, if I remember correctly, the MIDI from here. Let's see, audio from Blue Arp. Let's see if I can remember how to do this now. From Blue Arp. That's fine. Blue Arp. I want to say that we take I am still not routing something correctly. There it goes. Alright, we got it. We got some Blue Arp action. So let's do a little bit of sound design with this Rolling Cloud plugin here. Hey, Michael, thanks, buddy. Yeah, good morning to you. It's like literally 12 in the morning here. I'm up super late. Oh yeah, the Paulo at Synthmania is such a cool guy. Yeah, he was kind enough to come on here and do a sweet interview with me, which was a lot of fun. And hopefully I can do some other stuff with him soon. He's been busy, I'm sure, and I've been busy. I haven't been able to reach out to him yet, but plenty of stuff, I'm sure. And I know he's got some cool comparison videos coming up with the Mini Moog, or not the Mini Moog, the Mini Moog, the Behringer D, and the SEO2. And I saw today that he got like a monologue. Excuse me. Sorry, guys, I got a little bit of a cold coming on. But yeah, I'm excited to see what he does with all those. It'd be cool to see his comparisons. But yeah, so tonight we're just working on. I was working on just kind of starting some new tracks from scratch that I can use as bumper music for the show, and so hopefully we can get the start of something here. I'm not sure how long I'll be streaming tonight, but so right now I've just got the Blue Arp going to a Jupiter or Juno 106, and we've got some arpeggiator going, and we'll see if we can get some goodness here. And admittedly, I've not ever used a 106 before, but we'll see what we can get here. And I'm just going to mute my mic here for a second so I don't get much feedback. I need to turn the volume up in here a little bit. So I'm just looking for my sample packs for some percussion. We'll get a little bit of percussion going. Then we can kind of improv some things from there. See about like adding some strings and stuff in here. I think would be kind of cool. I haven't broken out the East-West Quantum Leap stuff in a long time, so I think that'd be fun. But yeah, so let me dig around here, see if I can find some percussion sounds, and start making programming all that goodness. So actually, what I need to do is throw in a drum rack into an empty MIDI channel, and then I'll usually label these like, it's like this one. Let's look for some claps. We'll start with claps, and I'll dig through again my sample packs here. And actually, what I probably should do is make a shortcut for this so it's a little easier to get to. Again, this is coming off a fresh install of Windows and Ableton and everything, so some of this stuff hasn't been set up, and this is my first project since doing all that. And basically I've got all kinds of sample libraries, one-shot stuff that I've collected over many years here. I like a lot of the Hydrogen stuff. I remember buying from that guy before he was all over Plugin Boutique and some other platforms, but I've always liked his one-shots. So let's go ahead in here and let's take a look at what we have. Yep, and I'll probably need to mute my mic here. So what I'll do is I'll drop a few of these in this rack. I'll start kind of playing through some stuff. Then we'll get some hi-hats going, and then we start kind of building our percussion section. All right, so we kind of got some basics going here. I'm going to start kind of fiddling around a little bit with the blue art and see if we can come up with like some patterns. There's some pre-programmed stuff. Maybe I kind of look at some of that, but this is a very flexible arpeggiator, and in fact, it's to the point sometimes where like there's so many options that it's easy to kind of get confused about where shit is and how to do certain things. So hopefully I can remember. But yeah, let's see what we can get. All right, I'm not sure why the patterns aren't switching, but I'm probably doing something funky here, and I'll have to look into that. But for right now, that's kind of a cool little groove, and I think for a little 4-second intro bit, we can still spice this up a little bit and add a few more elements in here. So yeah, let's just keep working on this here a little bit. Nope, sorry. I I got zoned out here. I didn't see the question and a comment from Richie. Yeah, Richie, I love having hardware as well. But a lot of times, especially when I start just kind of putting stuff together, I'll use some plugins to get some stuff going, and then I'll substitute in hardware. Sometimes the plugins are fine, and whatever I come up with is going to be good enough. And with some of this stuff that I'm working on here, since I don't want to spend a huge amount of time, unless I've got something that I know I want to use from the hardware, we'll probably just kind of stick to some plugins for these. Since this is just essentially going to be filler music for the YouTube channel here. So, but yeah, it's a good question. Yeah. Question in the chat here from Richie. Streaming on Twitch is something that I haven't done for this channel. Back in the day, I used to do some Twitch streaming, doing some video game podcasting. But when it was kind of weird because when it first started, it was called Justin TV, and then it turned into Twitch, and it was kind of like an only gaming thing. And I got in trouble for streaming other stuff on there at one point. Pardon me again. Sorry, guys. I'm fighting a little bit of a cold coming on. So I haven't been back on the platform. I do understand that it's kind of the primo place to stream from, and I should be able to simulcast the stream on YouTube and on Twitch at the same time. So it's just a matter of me getting over there, setting up the channel on Twitch, and then doing that. So that'll be something that I'll end up doing here sooner than later. Hopefully, it's just a matter of getting on it, basically. So yeah, it's definitely something that's been on the back of my mind for a while. So yeah, good question though. Thanks. So one thing here I wanted to talk about when I reloaded Omnisphere on here. If anyone who watches this followed anything from Superbooth this year, Omnisphere 2.5 is going to be a free upgrade for you, and they have this cool integrated control now where it will map Omnisphere to an existing synth. Like probably the Matrix brute behind me will have a profile, Sub 37, some other stuff. I thought about installing that beta, but because it's in beta right now and current users of Omnisphere 2 can get into the beta, but there is an NDA, and since I do streaming, I decided to not do it until it's actually available for release, because you can't show any of it, you can't talk about any of it, so it's something that I'm just going to avoid because I don't want to get in any trouble. I don't know if it's worth firing it up on a separate computer just to fiddle around with. Honestly, I don't think so. I'll just wait till the general release of 2.5 comes out and see what it's like. But I'm going to try and get some pads out of Omnisphere here to kind of start with. This is something that I would actually like to replace either with the JD800 or the V-Synth for some pads for this thing. But for right now, since we're just kind of messing around with some things, I'm just going to see what I can find in Omnisphere, and we'll kind of go from there, keep working on this. And I'll probably go for, I don't know, another 20 or 30 minutes. We'll see how I feel here. I'm starting to get tired, and I've got a frog growing in my throat here. I can feel it coming on, so probably need to get some rest. But at least tomorrow is not a work day, so it should be good. here we have my first issue since reinstalling everything. Omnisphere is being a little bitch. So I'm gonna directory core library. That's not good. Let's see if we can. Maybe we won't use Omnisphere tonight. I'll have to get that figured out here. Yeah, nothing's loading. I talked shit about Omnisphere 2.5 and I got mad. But I didn't really talk shit about it. I just said I wasn't going to do it right now. So forget that. We'll do something else. It just Omnisphere has a lot of presets in it, and it's kind of nice to get something down quick. Let's see, what else should we use here? What else could we do? Let's get some good pads. You know what? Let's do some SynthMaster 2. I bought this plugin so long ago, and I don't think I've hardly used it on anything. It's a good plugin. It's just there's so many good plugins like this that it's hard to pick one. So yeah, let's see what we got in SynthMaster. I think I got the everything bundle when this came out. I'm not sure if I upgraded this to the latest version or not, but anyway, I'm not sure if I'm missing. It looks like I'm missing a bunch of my presets, which I'll have to figure out how to load all that stuff back in here. But anyway, this is a very capable virtual analog synthesizer if you guys are interested in checking something out that's not Serum or Sylenth that sounds pretty good. All right, let me save this before something tragic happens after all this time working on this. Yeah, so we'll do a save as. And let me find a spot to toss this here. And let's call this bumper A. Pardon my runny nose again here. Cool. I think I'm gonna call that a night, guys. I'm super tired here, and I think we're off to a good start for this little number here. Let me just check the chat here. Looks like we got Richie in here asking a few things. So let's see what we got here. Yeah, so I thought, and this is part of the reason also probably that I haven't dived into just streaming on Twitch, because I do a lot of streaming on YouTube, and it'd be great to get some more people on live, but I also tend to do these late on Sunday nights, so I don't expect a lot of people to be in on these. But Dead Mouse is on there, and I'm sure he brings a huge crowd whenever he's streaming. And there's probably more and more people getting on there, but not that I'm concerned about that. I will stream both to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. I've got the capabilities to make that happen. So I think, again, that's something I need to get worked out. Make sure the biggest concern I might have is how's the quality going to be, and maybe it's something I can test out in the next week or two and just see what we have. And yeah, it was kind of weird with the Spectrasonics NDA if you sign up for the beta. For Omnisphere 2.5. And I think it's because, they don't want people, it makes sense. I mean, they don't want people showing a product off that's not really ready for prime time, most likely. They're still working some bugs out. And they don't want to have people saying, oh, that doesn't work right, or it sounds like shit. And you know how it is. And in the community, sometimes people get pretty cutthroat over certain things, and they want to make sure it's probably working perfectly before they allow people to show it off publicly, especially if they're not the ones doing it. Like if it's someone like me, they don't have control over what I do, and if I don't like it, that could have a negative impact on them. So it makes sense, I guess. I wasn't expecting it, but it's no problem. We'll just wait until it's officially released and see what it's like. I'm pretty excited for that, actually. I think it's a very intuitive way to bridge the gap between SoftSense, and I apologize, guys, my nose is just going nuts, SoftSense and hardware. And, they've even got profiles for the boutiques, which are not expensive. So most people are going to have something around the house in the studio that they can probably use. And Omnisphere is one of those software synthesizers. It's kind of a lot of money, but it's definitely worth it. You get so much in that synthesizer. It's vastly deep. It sounds fantastic. It's definitely something I would recommend, and I use it on almost everything in some capacity. So anyways, yeah. Sorry guys, I'm dying here. So thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. We got Richie. We got Michael. Thanks, guys, in the chat here. I'll be back next week. I've got some live or some pre-recorded stuff I'm hopefully going to finish up here soon and have that available on the channel for you guys. Anyways, I'll stop rambling, and I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one.